is John Bollinger with Premier Guitar, and I'm with Lindsay Ell at the Bridgestone. Lindsay,
John,
good to see you.
It's so good to see you. Last time we were together, we were actually in this room.
We were in this room playing in this very venue.
We were, yes.
That was awesome. And you had that guitar.
And I had this guitar. This is my number one guitar, as we all do. We go through seasons, I feel.
Yeah.
And so this is my number one right now. It's something that Brad Paisley actually built for me. He gave it to me as a gift for the last show we did on tour. We toured with Paisley most of last year. And we were talking about Mary Kay Strats throughout the tour just because, of course, they're pink and they have gold hardware and they're from the 50s. And I'm like, man, one day, because he was like, what would be your dream guitar, Lindsay? And I'm like, a Mary Kay Strat would be pretty cool. So, of course, last show of the tour, he shows up with this thing. And he got all the parts sent to him from Fender and put it together himself and then reliced it himself.
Wow.
And you know, sometimes you see some of the new relics come and they don't look as
that looks legit
like a 50s. And Brad has the real thing, of course, and so he's
got
able to be like, all right,
Yeah.
well, we need this mark from my keys, and he said he put it in the freezer and then put it by a fire. And so his
what
name
a great guy.
is Herbert because he looks like Sherbert.
Yeah.
So I name all my guitars, but yeah, this is my number one.
Wow, how could it not be? You know, I know that I saw a thing he did with Mare.
Yeah.
And he gave Mare this Paisley Strat.
Are you serious? That's
so
amazing.
I guess. So play with Brad Paisley.
Yeah,
that's the takeaway.
Brad's the generous man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, and how great that it's your number one.
I bring them with me everywhere, and it just has vintage custom pickups, and it feels right.
Yeah, well, that is fabulous. Okay, gonna be hard to beat that, but let's look at some of the others less favorites.
Okay, the other less favorites. So I'm not a painter at all. I'm a musician, but when I recorded my last album, I wanted everything to live on in ways other than just music. So I was like, well, what if I painted a Strat for every song on my record? So I started painting guitars.
Oh, wow.
And I painted this. As you can see, it's not a professionally done job.
I kind of love it.
But I painted one guitar for every song. So there's 12 different painted guitars out there in the universe for my first record.
Jack with your controls? Can you
So this was the first one I ever did. So I literally put acrylic paint over top of the pickups, which I must say, there's something about acrylic paint over pickups. Like this humbucker is even like a little bit more throatier.
Really?
And there's just like a cool sound to it. So I was using this guitar for most of the summer last year. And as you can see, paint's chipping off around the tone pots.
Yeah.
And it still works. I mean, thank the Lord, because paint was dripping like everywhere inside of it. But this was my baby for a long time. And Fender saw me, Sweet Billy, saw me playing this and saw paint chipping it off. So he surprised me one day with this.
Oh.
And he scanned in my design that I painted and sent me this so that I could play it on the road and it wouldn't chip off.
So which one sounds better?
You know, it's crazy. They totally sound different.
Yeah.
I love this American Professional series. It's really cool with the combination. So if I had, that's a good thing. I should probably put them head to head.
Yeah,
I've never
do the
done
A/B.
that.
Yeah, that's
this
cool.
one's just special and sentimentally.
Does it jack with the back of the neck? You don't
feel it. Like it's
I know.
weird.
It's like you've got gum on the back of your neck.
But I just got so used to it, and we were playing it in Summer Festival heaven, so it was like hot and sticky outside. But it was just my baby. We named them both. My band actually named them Betty Van Halen.
Really?
Betty Van Halen 1, Betty Van Halen 2.
My daughter's name is Betty,
no
so
way.
I love
well,
that.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
So these are the Bettys.
I hope she doesn't paint my guitars.
And then carrying on the theme of Bettys, this is actually the Red Betty. So I love hollow bodies. I've always loved Gretsch guitars.